I'm live from my YouTube channel as well as from Instagram. Let me just check. Hi, hello. There's so many people from Instagram. Nice. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope you all are excited for the live as I am. And literally, I've got a lot of DMs on Megha, why are you not doing Tuesdays live? So I thought, let me be back and share something this insight about this year because many people are struggling. Like this year is just started. We are just done with 2 months and it's going crazy. Would you agree with me? Is it going crazy for you also? Type yes if you feel that even with you, this year is going absolutely crazy. Can you all hear me? Am I audible? Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. Yes, this year's energy is crazy, and you know what is happening is. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Suraj. All right. So let's get started with the update on this energy in the energy of this year. So, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the concept that the Earth's vibration and frequency they are changing. By the end of this year or early next year, the energy is going to just blow up and we are being prepared for it. So which means even if smallest of dark hole that we have inside of us, like the shadow area, for example, any fear, anything that we're not doing, anything wherein we are not connected to our soul and we are not listening to our soul, that is where this year is going to be very problematic. All those people who meditate and are connected to themselves, listen to their soul, it's going to be like smooth. You'll just sail through the wave that is about to come in this year and the next year starting. But all those of you who are finding it very hard to get out of your comfort zone, or struggling with something in their life, this year is going to be very crazy. I meditate, but for me it's going crazy, I can't tell you. So let me share deep down inside about my life, just to tell you guys that how it can be for somebody who's working on herself a lot. So what happened when this year started, everything was going very good for me. Like, the way I was connecting with the universe, I was finding answers and everything was just too good. But suddenly in Feb starting, something really happened. And it is, I think, 1.5 month now, and it's blown my mind. I was not able to focus on Instagram. If you see that, I was not able to post consistently, and everything was just not. It was very difficult for me to just get over this phase. And so when I did a lot of internal work, I connected with myself, and I figured out that what happened with me. I went into my comfort zone. I have two small babies, and I was too much into them, that I was not giving time for my exercise, my meditation. And I was just too engrossed in my house and just, focusing on my babies. And I forgot that you guys are there and, I have to put something out there. Universe is counting on me to help a couple of you who are following me. And so it was a big shake for me because I was not listening to my soul. My soul wanted me to post on Instagram. My soul wanted me to do yoga or meditation, but I was somehow not able to give time. And so this blew up came and it shake me from inside and it told me, Megha, you need to be back on track. If you won't be on track, things will go absolutely like this. And now, since the March has started, I am just trying to gather back my energy back. If you see, everything on my Instagram now is related to how to manage your energy, because this is a new lesson that universe is teaching me about energy, and how to protect ourselves from negative things. And oh wow, somebody is saying that please describe more, the same thing happened with me. So Ronnie, if you say that it is happening with a lot of people, I'm literally getting goosebumps right now when I'm talking to you guys in this area. So what is happening these days is with everyone, um, whoever is in their comfort zone, because I was not focusing here, right? So this energy blew me. it's something wherein it started not only disturbing me but my family life and everything, right? And this actually told me to sit with myself more. It gave me a lot of internal time. I disconnected myself from everybody. I prioritized myself. And I just understood what my soul is trying to teach me. So there were so many small, small things that my soul wanted me to change, and I was not listening to it. I was like, ho jayega, let it be. This attitude was there, because of which I had to go through this particular thing. It's still there, but I am now bringing back my energy, and I'm just trying to work on myself and just get over it so that I can bring back my life altogether. So today I thought, why not to share it with you guys, my real thing in life. And so everyone struggles in their own life, and if in this year we will choose our comfort zone over listening to our soul. If you guys have seen that yesterday also, I post a reel on, are you listening to your ego or are you listening to your soul? So I have now started listening to my soul. So what I do, this is one practice that I also want you guys to focus on, so that you can help yourself. And what you have to do is just sit with yourself. Take a paper and a pen and just sit with yourself. Start with 15 minutes and listen to the deep calling of your soul. What is your soul asking you to do? Is it asking you to use less of cell phone? Is it asking you to work out? Is it asking you to focus on your professional relationship? Anything that you are neglecting and you are not focusing on will come out on the surface, and you will be like irritated. What is happening? Why again and again this thing is happening? Why am I not able to cope up? And every such thing will come up, until and unless you will sit with it and understand what changes are you not making in your own life. So until you will sit with yourself, connect with your soul, understand what your soul is trying to teach you, nothing will change for you. You will be stuck in that same loop like I was. Believe me, I went into so much comfort zone watching TV. I'm not a person who would watch random TV. Although I don't watch anything negative, I saw light only. But again, I was wasting my energy there, with my kids and everything, just not focusing on my soul's purpose, my soul's mission. And the way universe tell me things is very different, and I was not focusing on it, and that is how it just blew everything for me. So it is happening these days with almost everyone. Every client of mine is saying that. But at the same time, I have seen that people who are working on themselves, this year is going so smooth, just like this. So now you have to decide. So this is just the beginning, guys. Believe me, this is just the beginning. I know what I am being prepared for, and you will know what you are being prepared for. If you will not deal with it right now, the intensity will increase with summers, because the heat of sun is something that will twist or change the DNA within us. So these days, I do a lot of sunbathing. Like I at least sit in sun or do om chanting for like 15 minutes, because I want to soak into my DNA and understand what is the rays of sun, how beautiful they can turn my body. They will also give me the strength and courage to change myself, right? So these two practices are the things that I really want you guys to work on. Number one, like I said, sit with yourself. Write down whatever your deepest desire is. So let's go a little deep into how to go about this thing. So suppose your deepest desire is to do something of your own, but at the same time your family situations or your partner or your children, they are not letting it happen, or probably stopping you because you have this mindset, oh, they will not let me do this, how will I do it? Like a lot of fears, will I be able to do it? And all those doubts and questions are there in your mind. Then do it. Do it, no matter how hard it is for you, no matter how many fears are there with you, you have to do it. That's the only way to deal with it. And suppose there is anger in you. You know that there is anger. You are accepting the fact that, okay, I get, angry on small, small things, but you are not working on it. You are not changing yourself. Then it will be very problematic for you. So all you have to do is change. Take actions to change yourself. If you will not listen to your soul in this year, believe me, it is going to be crazy, because I know craziness I've gone through because I was not listening to my soul. And I definitely want you guys to be aware. Do it very happily, because you know what, we get into our comfort zone and like, ठीक चल रही है life, why to work hard, right? But this is not about this year. You have to evolve, because the energy by the end of this year, once the summers end or probably the beginning of winter season, that is where it's going to be, the thing that will be happening. And we have to work throughout in summers if you want to protect yourself from summer heat, and if you want to protect for any other thing, just work on yourself, and start bathing in the sun, because that is the other powerful thing that you can give to yourself. And at the same time, do not do not be dependent on other people for anything. So for example, like I was talking few minutes before, that if your family is not supporting you, there is something that you genuinely want to do, huh? Don't do it, remove the filters that I want to do this to show the society, and I want to do this because somebody else expects me to. Just to give you a small example from my own life, when I started doing things like quitting on alcohol or things like these, then I have to disconnect myself from a lot of people in my life, because you know what, I wanted to listen to my soul, and not that ego voice that is telling me that Mika, you will lose on your friends, you have to drink because you have to party, you have to be vibing with them. But now, with so much hard work, with God's grace, I have reached to that level wherein I party equally with them, but without drinking, because this is not my area. I don't want to lower down my vibration. Again, no judgments here, but this is entirely your soul's calling. You can listen to whatever your soul's calling, but my, intuition says that everybody wants to quit alcohol. Everyone. It's just that they are bounded by ego consciousness, wherein they just don't want to listen to the soul. And I want you guys to listen to your soul. If genuinely you want to do it, go ahead with it. But do what your deepest desire tells you, that this is what you should be doing. And when you remove the filters of society, ego and everything, and then there is something that comes in, oh, you want to do this and you're not doing this, do that. You will have a lot of difficulty. It was very difficult for me to convince people when I used to talk about emotion and diseases, that every disease comes because of an emotion. I clearly remember I got a lot of, thing like that she's gone mad. What is she talking? But today everybody understands, and I see people talking about it, right? So these things happen. You just have to be very strong inside about what you feel. So if you feel there is something you can do, just don't go, just go and do. And why I'm telling you is, again and again, today for the first time, I'm sharing my story here, because I just want you guys to be motivated and to understand that this year is very powerful. Either you will make it or you will break it. And I want you all to be make it. And I'm with you guys throughout this journey. I'm always there, and I'm always going to, post the content that will help you out in evolving yourself in this year, so that nothing can stop you from going up. Just be very positive, work on your thoughts. And I would also love if you guys can DM me any specific topic that you guys are struggling with and you want me to post content on it. I'm more than happy to help you guys on that area also. So please do that. And yes, so that was it. Today I want to give you an energy update. And so the do's for this year is: get out of your comfort zone. Listen to your soul. Don't listen to your ego. That will come and don't. Do not listen to your ego. No matter how hard it is. Believe me, it is very hard, because I've gone through that journey, and I know to listen to your soul needs a lot of strength. But when you listen to your soul, you become very strong. I was not this strong earlier. If you would have met me 5 years before, I mean, my personality was not this strong that, I can do things that I want to, handling my fears, and just be very strong. But with listening to my soul, I've got so much strength, and I know if I can get strength by listening to my soul, even you guys can, right? What is there to be trapped in ego? Ego is just a superficial thing, and we should not listen to ego, right? So from now onwards, every Tuesday I'm going to be going live. If I figure out that I have more, things that I want to share, anything that universe will tell me to share with you guys, I will probably start doing lives on Saturdays also. But at the same time, if there is any topic that you guys want me to cover, please feel please feel free to DM me. So there is one more topic that I've thought for next Tuesday is astrology. Is it a reality or a myth? Because I am getting a lot of questions on, ma'am, should we believe in astrology? Should we not? What is it? So I thought I'm going to do a live on that, right? So some like this, if you have more topics, please feel free to share with me and I'll be more than happy to help you. And now I'm going to give another 5 minutes for you guys to ask me any questions if you have related to today's session. I'll be more than happy to, you know, help you out and answer. So there are a couple of questions that I have. Just give me a minute. I'll quickly check. Okay. How to deal with mom's guilt when we focus on ourselves. Okay, so it is Sunena. Sunena says that how to deal with mom's guilt when we focus on ourselves. Please help. Okay, so this is what you need to work. It is. I also feel the same thing. You know, at times I feel if I'm focusing on myself and my kids are neglecting, that guilt triggers. I agree with you, but we are here for a bigger purpose and everything universe takes care of. It is just in our mind that we stress a lot. ये कैसे होगा, हमारे बच्चे मैनेज कैसे होंगे? Everything planned in a systematic manner works. So how I deal with it, I'm going to share that with you. So I get up early in the morning because throughout the day I cannot. So the more I get up early in the morning, I get time to exercise, I get time to connect with my own self. And so throughout the day, if I am, with my kids, that guilt doesn't trigger. So I'm able to satisfy my soul also, and I am able to give time to my kids also. And at the same time, now TV is a no-no for me. I don't spend there. So rather when I'm making them eat food or what, I prefer reading because I love reading. So I have now decided things that are good, like important for me, and I focus there. I have completely removed everything that is of any less priority in my life. And I think all the moms can actually do that by removing everything which is out of priority. I have lessened my amount of time that I used to waste or, go out and just, I have decided one day for it because by the end of the day, we all are social animals. We love socializing. We love meeting our friends. So don't compromise on that, but decide days. You need to have priorities. So when you are very clear in everything and you have a very disciplined life and you're very, what do you say? You're very possessive about your disciplines and you're focusing on it, the more guilt-free life becomes for you. I hope Sunana, I'm able to, help you out with this. Okay. So Ronnie says everything was on track, but I also slept to comfort zone. But how do you avoid going to it? Sometimes I know you're right. Like I'm telling you, I am not scared to share my vulnerable side. I also got very lazy. That I normally was a person who used to get up early in the morning, and I was giving time to myself. But recently, I stopped doing that. Because laziness took over me, and that is how God did this to me to bring me back on my track. And I don't know how somebody else would have handled the way I have handled, but universe is telling me that they are proud of me the way I'm handling things. And so this is what happening today is all because of the guidance that I've got that I should be doing. So just stay connected to your, if you meditate, just connect to your higher self. They will guide you because I can guide you on what my guidance comes, but at the same time you need guidance for your own life by getting connected to your higher self every single day. So once you start getting out of your comfort zone slowly. Okay, let me just go a little off the topic. Steps you should take to get out of your comfort zone. Number one, if there is something you want to do but you're not doing, do it. No matter how hard it is for you. When it comes to exercise, probably suppose you want to start with Surya Namaskar. That's what I did. I targeted that at least I'll do 11, but I was not able to do. So I started with 5. Then gradually I, moved to 8 and then 10 and then 11. So take small baby steps. On day one, if you are doing 100, everything will go crazy, right? So just keep those expectations from yourself into reality check, so that you are able to do what you have decided to do. And the other secret that I personally do in my own life is, just before sleeping, a day before, like in the night, I plan everything. That, okay, I'll get up in the morning at this time. This is what I'll do from this to this. So when you have like a plan of action in your mind, it becomes a little easy. So this is something that you can do to get out of your comfort zone. But push yourself, huh? This year, there is no laziness. There is no place for laziness. If you will be there, believe me, it's going to be crazy. I've gone through some real shit in past month. Basically, if I get strength to share that side of me down the line in a couple of months, I'll definitely share what it was. Okay, yes. So Karan says basically this year is for hard work and fun. You don't have to be serious. You have to enjoy life. So like I mentioned, you have to you have to learn how to balance. So when I was struggling with like my kids, my family, and my thing that I'm meant for, I made a thin line in between, that I love playing and spending time with my kids, and God doesn't want me not to do that. God loves me, right? And God loves all of us. So with hard work, they want us to enjoy also. So I decided that early morning, when they are sleeping, I'll work on myself, and when they are up, I'll spend time with them. So I have decided my priorities and channelized. So similarly, hard work is not only the key. Hard work with fun work is the key, right? So this is what, don't forget to have fun, because that's the key element, and that is what keeps your heart going, and you start enjoying life. How to deal with checking OCD, please help. Okay, okay. Stop doing the things that you are doing when it comes to OCD. So again, I'm going to share a thing from my own life. So I remember around when my spiritual journey started 6 years back, I have this OCD that I would change my bed sheet every night. When I'm sleeping, I'll put something else, and then I had that OCD. But with meditation, I got the strength and I stopped doing it. I thought, no, there is no infection, nothing, 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 I can do that. So I intentionally pushed myself to get over my OCD. This is a very basic level of OCD. Huh? I am sure I've dealt with clients who have gone through extreme level of OCD. Keep meditating and stop doing the things that you are consistently doing. And at the same time, one secret tool that I use for myself is I ask and pray to God for strength. Today I'm going to be posting the reel on this only, as to what to pray. If you want to live a happy life in 2025, what should you pray? I'll be posting a reel on that today. So probably you guys can see exactly what you should be doing. This is personally what I do also. So OCD is all about you developing a pattern in your mind that you're not able to discontinue. So when you take small steps about it, like, okay, today this is what I'm going to do. So I have come across a person. She used to bathe for around 2 hours, washing the buckets, the bathrooms, the mugs, and everything. So I told her, okay, if you want to do that, reduce your time slowly, gradually, and everything is here. You will take only 3 days to get over any OCD if you are listening to yourself and not your mind. Okay. Okay, so words of wisdom. Ma'am, I watch a lot of angel numbers. What role do they actually play in our spiritual journey, and how do we decode them? Okay, so what I personally do is, whenever I see an angel number, I write that angel number on Google, and I close my eyes and I connect with my higher self. Higher self, whatever message you are trying to give me through this angel number will be something that will come on the top. So every time, and believe me, every time the message that comes resonates with me. So this is something you can do, because I feel every number for every person has a different meaning. They have generalized meanings, but otherwise, personally, how you can relate to them is a little different. And this is how I decode them. Yes, they have a huge influence that we are on the right path at that point in time. Can you also tell me what a spiritual psychologist is? Okay, Ronnie. So I have my master's in psychology, but one fine day I was meditating And my guides told me that, Megha, now it is a time for you to name yourself as spiritual psychologist. And later I asked him, why do you want me to name myself as a spiritual psychologist? Because he said that, psychology is something we relate with science, and spiritual is a spiritual word. So when you connect spirituality with science, it is spiritual psychologist. Wherein I help you in understanding what your mind creates is a result of what spirituality does. So there is a huge, mixture of mind and spirituality. People don't believe, but many people come up to me and say, come, Megha, listen, I am not spiritual, so I can't say. We all are spiritual beings. We all are spiritual, just that we are not aware of it. But these days, you see that people are awakening, and everybody says, that I'm spiritual, I'm spiritual. Yes, because you are awakening because of this year's energy. And by the end of this year, the number of spiritual people who will call them spiritual will increase drastically. Wait and watch, because the energy this year is very powerful. So I hope I'm able to make you understand the meaning of spiritual psychology. This is a term given to me by God that I need to call myself this. How to increase gratitude practice and at the same time meditation in passive manner. See, gratitude practice, I think the best time to do gratitude practice is while just before sleeping, because that time you're sleeping, and when you take that energy of gratitude and sleep, it enhances your sleep quality, right? And when you say meditation in passive manner, just sit, do om chanting, do coloring, do anything. But when you completely sit with yourself and try to connect with higher self and try to listen what your soul is telling, that is a different level of, altogether peace, wherein you have somebody behind you to guide you. So that is how you can do that. Okay, so please arrange a session in Hindi for elders who can't understand English. Bilingual will also work. All right, I'll try. Normally, I post all my reels, shorts on YouTube in Hindi, because the audience on YouTube prefer Hindi. So probably you can ask the elders to follow me on YouTube, because that is where I post most of my Hindi content. Okay, okay, all right. I think we are done with today's session. It was very intense. So, do join me, guys, on next Tuesday with your questions ready on astrology, a reality, or a myth. All right. Thank you so much. Hope I'm able to bring even 1% change in you with today's session, and hope you all have a great, great week ahead. Bye bye.